Marge was driving the two kids to school when Bart complained that Marge hadn't done his math homework for him. Suddenly, the car shook, and the ground beneath them collapsed. The entire car fell into a deep pit. That day, Marge noticed the faucet was broken. Homer said he'd fix it soon, but before they knew it, winter had arrived. Homer promised once again that he would fix it, but by the following spring, the faucet was still dripping. The water dripped onto the grass, following a path worn down by years of runoff, and eventually drained into a pond. From there, the water flowed deeper underground, causing a massive sinkhole to form below. The road above this sinkhole soon collapsed as well, and Marge, driving, suddenly found herself falling into it. Unfazed, Marge calmly opened the car's trunk, where she expertly retrieved a toolkit. Within moments, a large inflatable ladder was set up. As they were preparing to climb out, the sheriff's car fell into the pit too.
So, what seems to be the problem?
The sheriff, speaking to reporters, suggested that throwing burning tires into the sinkhole would perfectly solve the problem. The mayor, standing nearby, also proclaimed that under his leadership, this issue had been resolved, and the road was restored. However, Marge now needed a new car. When Marge walked into the dealership, the salesman, upon hearing she was shopping alone, immediately raised the price. He claimed the car was perfect for women, equipped with mirrors from every angle and plenty of horsepower. Marge pulled out her phone and showed him that online, the car was not listed at such a high price. The salesman said he'd need to consult the manager. Marge calmly replied that she was already talking to the manager, because according to the website, he was the manager. In the end, she bought the car for the original price. Homer was pleased with the purchase. The car had just enough space for the whole Simpson family, but Marge couldn't shake the feeling that something was off about the car. She soon noticed a strange smell inside. Lisa suggested it might just be the new car smell. Homer, trying to fix it, bought 2 hot dogs, thinking the smell of food would mask the scent. When that didn't work, he lit a cigarette, hoping the old familiar smell would return. Marge remained unmoved. That day, Marge found that the car wouldn't start. Homer, however, managed to get it started with no problem. Marge suspected the car might have been in an accident, but Homer seemed at a loss for what to do. Not long after, the two were nearly knocked unconscious by the car's exhaust fumes. The couple took the car to the repair shop, where Marge complained about the windshield wipers. The mechanic told her there was nothing wrong with the car, but perhaps it was Marge's mind playing tricks on her, making her dislike it. Homer, understanding, agreed that Marge's issue might be more psychological. Homer asked Marge why she hated the car so much. Marge admitted that the real reason was that she still wanted to have another child. She felt that being a mother helped her find herself. But they had tried for some time and hadn't been able to conceive, so they decided to check on their health. The doctor brought out a microscope for them to look through, and Homer discovered that his health was not as good as it should be. He shook his head sadly upon learning the truth. Marge, however, had already expected it. Homer comforted her, saying they already had 3 wonderful kids. The two of them went to a bar to drown their sorrows. Carl and Lenny soon joined them, and Marge confided in them about their situation. Mo, overhearing, suggested that Homer could use the sperm sample he had donated to the hospital years ago. Marge was puzzled, as Homer had never mentioned this. Homer explained that the necklace Marge wore had been bought with money from his donation. They drove to the hospital immediately. Marge said if they had a girl, she would name her Stress, and if it was a boy, Mountain. Homer, however, wanted to delay the process. Just then, a fork in the road appeared. Homer suggested they make a pleasant memory that day, and took Marge to a quirky amusement town. The strange, eclectic buildings caught their attention. Homer, glancing at the tourist map, led Marge around, and they spent the day exploring. By sunset, Marge said it was time to find a hotel. At that moment, Homer confessed his true feelings. He didn't actually want any more kids. He explained that he had felt that way even before Bart was born. Marge was furious and kicked Homer out of the room. The next day, they went to a restaurant where they saw other families enjoying warm, happy moments. Homer, moved, reconsidered, and thought he might want another child after all. Marge saw right through him, understanding his change of heart. The two went to the hospital again, where Homer explained their situation to the staff.